Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. In today's video I want to look at my team, seeing how well they performed in Game Week 35, then we move ahead to the double Game Week 36. Now if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like on the video as it helps my channel out a lot. So here we go. So as you can see, for Game Week 35 I got 53 points, above the average of 39, and I made one free transfer. Now I was actually thinking to bank the transfer, or maybe even go for a Brighton defender, but I found out that Jack Grealish was going to be benched against Leeds. So I thought, you know what, I really want another Manchester City player against Leeds, and I went with Mahrez instead. So I made that free transfer, got Mahrez, who got me 2 assists, 2 bonus points, got me 10 differential points. So that helped me out a lot with the overall rankings. And as you can see, I was around the 57k mark. Now I'm 36,000 in the world. I checked, I'm around 12, 13 points, something like that, behind top 25k mark. Hopefully I can get that in this game week coming up. So let's have a look at the team. I played David De Gea instead of Kepa. As you can see, David De Gea and Kepa got 3 points each. Yeah, played Trent, really happy with him, got me 7 points, kept the clean sheet and got that 1 extra bonus point. I got Trippier and Botman, and I had Ben Mee and Henry. I thought, you know what, I've got to take a risk on one team, go for the home team, and it didn't really work out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So Trippier and Botman against Arsenal, we conceded two goals, I think. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, 2 goals and yeah, 1 point each. So Salah got me 10 points. A lot of people actually switched the captain to Salah. Got 10. Should have went for him as well. But, you know, I was always going to go for Haaland unless he was benched. Mitoma with 5 got an assist, assisting McAllister. And as you can see, he's got 8 points. Every time when McAllister scores, my rank shoots up. He's still a differential. I think moving forward though, I think a lot of people is moving March to McAllister. And as you can see, another differential of mine was Mahrez with 10 points. Now, if I get a couple more differentials paying off, like let's just say as an example, like Mahrez plays the next game against Everton and he scores a hat-trick or something, there is a good, if something like that happens, there is a good chance that I can hit top 10k. But I need a lot of luck. I think I can achieve 25k mark. Top 10k is going to be quite difficult, but there is a chance. There is a chance. So, and obviously if I go for a risky captain and that pays off, perfect day, right? You know what I mean? So I'm looking at my options. I'm looking at my chances and I'm thinking when to go, when to really hit that button, when to really like try something a little bit different, go for some differential captain or something in his last 3 game weeks to try my best to get the rank that I want to get to. I'm happy with a 50k, you know, finish. So if I can get that closer to that top 10k, that will be fantastic. But we will see. We'll see what happens. Rashford with 2, Solanke with 2, and Haaland with 4. And this was my bench. So let's move on. I got 1 free transfer. I am going to make another transfer obviously, and I'm thinking to bring in a Newcastle attacker. So we've got Wilson and Isak. Now there is a chance that we could get team news for Leeds versus Newcastle, so we might be able to know who might start. Now there are press conferences going on right now, and you know there could be some injuries and so on. So yeah, I'll make the decision towards the deadline really. But I'm gonna definitely remove Watkins, and I'm gonna bring in Callum Wilson or Isak. Now for captaincy, I'm actually thinking to leave it on Trippier. I think there's a good chance that there's a clean sheet here, and he can also, you know, get me an assist. So, and I'll be quite happy with that. With Haaland, you know, they need to beat Everton obviously, but I think without Haaland, Manchester City can beat Everton without Haaland. I think you know, they got an important Real Madrid game And I think this is a game against Everton that they could take a little bit of risk and rotate a lot of players. And this is where Mahrez comes in still. You know, he didn't play in the Champions League, and, you know, and he's definitely, he should be playing against Everton. So hopefully that's the case. And yeah, he will be a massive differential. And I'll have probably Solanke on the bench anyway to help me out if Haaland doesn't play at all. So we'll see what happens there. I got double, like Newcastle defence, one against Leeds, the other one is at home against Brighton. Against Leeds, there's a good chance that Newcastle can score a lot of goals against them. Leeds need to go for this. This is going to be a very, very good game. So that's what I'm thinking to captain Trippier. But we will see. I might change my mind. I just thought I'll just leave it there for now. So I'm thinking to play Kepa instead of David De Gea, but it's very close. It's very close. I'm not 100% certain on which goalkeeper I'm going to go with. I've got Trent and Salah against Leicester City. Leicester needs to really go for it, score a lot of goals, and do what they need to do to get out of the relegation. And this could probably work in Liverpool's favour by counter-attacking. So we'll see how that works out. But I really like this fixture for Liverpool. You got Mitoma and McAllister. Difficult fixtures really against Arsenal and Newcastle away. I'm not really expecting Brighton to keep a clean sheet, so I'm not sure if I should take a -4 point it and get one of the defence. So I'm quite happy with the team that I have. So for that reason, I might just bring in like Isak or Wilson. So yeah, and I might bring in a Brighton defender next game week. So because they've got another double, and the other double is okay, 2 home games. But one of them is against Southampton. So we'll see. Yeah, I've got Mahrez and Haaland against Everton. This is a good fixture for Manchester City to get a decent amount of goals. You've got Rashford at home against Wolves and Solanke against Crystal Palace. Now, I'm going to basically bench Solanke and remove Watkins for Isak or Wilson. So that is my plan for this game week. Yeah, just a couple of things really. This is going to be an incredible game. Leeds really need to go for it. I think Watkins could do well against Spurs. Chelsea, they won last game against Bournemouth, so they could be on a roll. You just never know. This is going to be a tough game for Manchester United. So we'll see how things go. This is going to be a very important game for Southampton. They really need to go for it. So if you're going to go for a differential, maybe Ward-Prowse could be something that you could go for. Brentford versus West Ham. West Ham's got a mid-game week, and they played in the midweek, so this could give Brentford a lot of opportunity to win this game. And as you can see, Arsenal versus Brighton. I'm not really expecting, Brighton to keep a clean sheet here against Arsenal. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't bring in a Brighton defender. You got Leicester versus Liverpool, good game to watch as well. Really, really exciting. And then you got Newcastle versus Brighton, where a lot of us will have Newcastle and Brighton players. So that's going to be quite fun to watch as well. So quite nice fixtures out there. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.